Have you ever noticed something strange? Almost everyone thinks they're a good driver, yet every single day, thousands of crashes happen. So here's the question. If everyone thinks they're a good driver, who's actually causing the accidents? Because statistically, it can't be everyone else. And here's the scary part. The most dangerous driver on the road usually isn't the one who knows they're reckless. It's the one who's convinced they never make mistakes. By the end of this video, you probably won't think about driving the same way again, because the biggest danger behind the wheel isn't your car, it isn't the weather, it isn't even the driver next to you. It's something sitting inside your own head. Let's do something most people hate. Be honest. Compared to the average driver, are you below average, average, or above average? If you picked above average, congratulations. You just joined the majority, and that's impossible. Think about it. If 80% of a class believes they're smarter than average, someone has to be wrong. Driving works the same way, yet our brains quietly whisper, "Yeah, but I'm different." Sound familiar? Here's why. Your brain isn't trying to show you reality. It's trying to protect your confidence. It remembers the smooth lane changes, the perfect parking jobs, times you avoided an accident, but it quietly forgets. The rolling stop sign, the missed blind spot, that text you glanced at for just 1 second. It's like scrolling through social media. You only see everyone's highlights, never their mistakes. Your brain does exactly that with your driving. It creates a version of you that's just a little better than reality, and that's dangerous, because if you never believe you're wrong, why would you ever improve? But wait, if our brains are so good at hiding our mistakes, how do we judge everyone else's? That's where things get even stranger. Imagine you're driving home. Someone suddenly cuts into your lane. No signal, no warning. Your first thought, what an idiot. Now flip the situation. Last month, maybe you accidentally cut someone off. Did your brain call you an idiot? Probably not. Instead it said, I didn't see them. The GPS distracted me. I had to merge. Same mistake. Completely different story. Here's what's happening. Every time you make a mistake, your brain becomes your defense lawyer. Ladies and gentlemen, my client had a perfectly good reason, but when someone else makes the exact same mistake, your brain skips the trial. Guilty. Instantly. Funny. Until you realize every driver around you is doing the exact same thing. Everyone thinks they're the reasonable one. Everyone thinks everyone else is the problem, which means the road is full of people who all believe they're the good driver, and that's exactly why nobody sees the real danger, because the easiest person to fool is yourself. But something even stranger happens the moment you close your car door. The same kind, patient person can suddenly become someone completely different. And once you understand why, you'll never look at road rage the same way again.
Here's something weird. The same person who's polite enough to hold the door open for a stranger can become completely different behind the wheel. Why? Because inside a car, you don't see people. You see obstacles. A slow SUV, a pickup truck, someone blocking your lane. Now at stress, you're running late. Traffic isn't moving. The light turns green, but the car in front doesn't move. Your heart rate goes up. Your patience disappears. And suddenly, winning the next lane feels more important than getting home safely. Road rage isn't created by bad people. It's created by normal people, making emotional decisions at highway speeds. And emotions have one dangerous side effect. They make confidence feel like skill. Think back to your very first driving lesson. You checked every mirror. Both hands stayed on the wheel. Every turn demanded your full attention. Then something changed. Nothing bad happened. You gained experience. And with experience came confidence. But confidence grows much faster than skill. That's why the newest drivers are often the most careful, while average drivers become the most comfortable. The best drivers? They never stop questioning themselves. They still check the blind spot. They still leave extra space. They still assume they could miss something. Because real skill doesn't say, I know everything. Real skill says, what if I'm missing something? And that's the difference. The drivers who think they've mastered driving usually stop learning. The drivers who keep learning rarely think they've mastered it. So, let's go back to the question we asked at the beginning. If everyone thinks they're a good driver, who's actually causing the accidents? The uncomfortable answer. Sometimes, it's us. Not because we're terrible drivers, but because we're human. Our brains protect our confidence, long before they protect our judgment. And the moment you believe, that could never happen to me, you've already become more dangerous. Because being a good driver isn't about never making mistakes. It's about catching them before they become disasters. The safest driver driver on the road isn't the one who thinks they're the best, it's the one who knows they can always improve. If this changed the way you think about driving, watch the video on your screen. These car trends need to die, because some of the biggest problems on the road aren't caused by drivers at all. They're built into the cars we drive. I'll see you there.